Hi, we are a team of 5 consultants who work for the improvement of the IT practice performance for our clients. We received a project from our customer Desco, and we were asked to engage in the business process re-engineering for its order process, especially for its invoicing process. First, we need to ensure the responsibility of the credit department and the necessary missions waiting to be completed. This department undertakes the responsibility of making sure that each invoice payment is correct in terms of amount and associated with the right order. It sometimes happens that the amount received does not correspond to the amount to be paid. As the chart shows, before the application of business process re-engineering, this responsibility is realized by several steps as below. All the orders received by the credit department are classified as questionable orders and unquestionable orders. For the questionable orders, they need to wait for the confirmation from McMaster team, who will decide these orders to be blocked orders or unblocked orders. At the same time, for the unquestionable orders, the enterprise resource planning system defines at first all the unquestionable orders to be blocked and unblocked, and among them, the blocked orders need to be manually confirmed by another clerk in order to be released. At the end, all the released orders will flow to the next steps in the whole order process, MTO or MTS production planning by a plant supervisor, and the rest will go to another collection clerk for confirmation. From the existing process, we discovered the weaknesses as below. For all the orders, there are three manual validations and one additional systematic validation, settled just to filter the released orders and blocked orders. We define that these repeated manual confirmations and classifications of orders are unnecessary and actually will heavy and complex the workloads of the whole credit department. It can result in many other drawbacks in the overall order process, such as working inefficiency and more errors in the manual processes. Therefore, we improved the working flows of the credit department in accordance as below. After the application of business process re-engineering, all the orders, no matter they are questionable orders or unquestionable orders, will follow the same steps through enterprise resource planning system, and then only one manual confirmation. After the two validations, the released orders will flow to MTO or MTS production planning by the plant supervisor, and the rest will go to another collection clerk for confirmation. In this process, 3 manual validations decreased to 1, and the role of ERP system in the validation process is emphasized. The new working flows avoid repeated work and the additional communication requirements within groups, simplify and improve the working performance of the whole department. The reduction of steps will save more human resources, reduce the cost in accordance, and at the same time increase the working efficiency and decrease the possibility of mistakes and errors.
Now let's talk about the difference between before and after business process re-engineering. The key point is that we use a new ERP system to support new credit process. ERP system is the integrated management of core business processes, often in real time by software and technology. ERP provides an integrated and continuously updated view of core business processes using common databases maintained by a database management system. And there are three main changes below. The first change is that before re-engineering, all orders need to be checked by credit department to identify which orders are questionable. But after implementing a new ERP system, this new system can identify questionable orders automatically without credit department. The second change is that before business process re-engineering, all current orders need to be passed around to McMaster and all unquestionable orders have to be passed around to ERP system. C2 processes are aimed to block some orders, but after our business process re-engineering, ERP system can block orders that do not meet certain requirements at the first stage. And the last change is that the orders blocked by McMaster are directed to a collection clerk. But after business process re-engineering, all block orders are passed to a clerk for a double check.
Now let's look at the value will be added to this project. After ERP revolution and the transformation, the majority of human process will be cancelled and replaced by the automatic system, so the human error will be avoided, and all the data will be visible in the entire system, and all the users will have access to the data given their authority. This action will definitely improve the data flow efficiency. Then we cut the MC master procedure. ERP system will detect questionable and unquestionable orders, and all the orders will be dealt with blocked and unblocked automatically. And finally, the system will help plant supervisors manage the production more accurately. The system will give the managers more detailed information about the production protection and also the material requirement and the market trends. So, in conclusion, the revenue will be definitely increased because the company internal professional efficiency will be improved, and the sales will be increased at the same time. Then the cost will be cut because we will save the money on inventory costs, and the raw material waste will be decreased. The client's satisfaction will improve because the procedure will be more simplified and more efficient, so we will have a better relationship with clients. Here are the major KPIs will be valued during the entire order process. First, the amount and duration of client payment. It's about how long the client will conduct their payment, and if the amount is accurate or there's some mistake. And then it's the amount and duration of client credit collection. It means the team who is in charge of collecting client credit is there, collect the credit on time, and the duration is shortened. Are they doing their job correctly? Collect the accurate amount of client credit. Then it's the accuracy and the duration of the shipping process. It's about the logistic team. Do they ship the correct amount and the correct item of products to the clients? And do they take a long time or short time? It will be evaluated in this part. And then it's inventory costs. Does the team who is in charge of the inventory increase the level of inventory or decrease the inventory level, all the costs will be evaluated to know if this team doing a good job or not. Then it's productivity cost. Do manufacturing team manufacture the exact number for the order, or do they save the raw material costs, or do they product more more items at the same period of time as before? It's a very important key to evaluate productivity team. After that, it's customer satisfaction. It's a part of job of marketing team, but part of them will be involved into our ERP system because the customer satisfaction is the key of our business. Then it's raw material cost, because the ERP system will predict the raw material price and will recommend to buy the raw material at the best price. And finally, it's delivery fee. The logistics team, do they deliver the items and products correctly to the clients? If they make a mistake, the delivery fee will be increased. So it's another important KPI to evaluate the process.
In this slide, I will talk about the risks resulted from this new system and our solutions. There are designing risks and implementation risks in this case. First, for designing risks, applying new system might conflict with corporate strategy. The company lacks high-skilled employees who could manage well the new system. And the redistribution of employees in the new system is complex, depending on different processes and their responsibilities. Then in implementation process, there are also risks such as the lack of leadership in implementing the new project, and the lack of coordination among different departments in the new process. Software integration issues, such as technical issues in terms of the new ERP system compatibility. The data security, for example, data leakage might happen in the implementation procedure. The last one is employees might be reluctant to change to the new process due to the inertia. And based on the risks which might be brought by the new system, here we give some solutions. First, top management team should have common goals to make sure that the digital transformation aligns with the corporate strategy. Second, provide employees with skill training. Third, assign a manager to take charge of this project and report directly to top management team. 4. Cooperate with finance team or involve the finance department into the system. 5. Test a new ERP system before implementation. 6. Set up an independent technical team to supervise data process and provide compliance suggestions. Last, change management is needed in this case. And that's all. Thank you for listening.